Hey friends, right here it is, what is it, January 7th, 2024, Sunday. It's like 45 degrees in Houston here, it's freezing. But we're out here for your entertainment, right? So, we're gonna start working on this countdown machine here again. I saw some things on Pinside. It was like a magnetic switch for this. So basically you just like stick these in here so it looks like it, and then it like clamps onto the bottom of it. So you don't have to dick with these anymore. I might try that because that would be nice. We'll see how much they are if I can find that post again. So what we're gonna do today is flip this over and finish stripping it. And then hopefully we can clean it and get started on the clear coat process. So let me flip it over in this paint box here and we will get started. All right, we're working through it here. We unsoldered the coils to the drop targets and the light on the pop bumper. We removed these two assemblies, obviously. Gotta remove them too. And I like to undo the light sockets. As you see here, it's impossible to get in there to clean it real good. Whereas if you just unscrew that screw, you can get your Dremel or your light cleaner tool thingy in there a lot easier. But that's me, you don't have to do that, but especially if you're in places like this, you're trying to get in there and re-glue light sockets, it's easier just to pop all them out real quick. Doesn't take but 5 minutes to do the whole playfield. All right, we got all this done, I believe. A couple more things. I need to flip it over and take this pop bumper out. And I need to deal with these. We're gonna be rebels here, people. I'll show you what we're gonna do. I need a tripod. Make this easier. So, like I said last time, if you're not careful, you'll break these damn fingers here. So we're gonna just do this. And get some new ones. Yep. But we're gonna keep those, clean them off, turn them over and stick them in the inserts during clear coating, so I don't get a bunch of clear coat in those fingers. All right, we got all that done. So now we're gonna start on inserts. So inserts are fairly straightforward, right? The main thing you wanna do is you flip it over, you kind of give it a little poke, make sure it's not gonna fall out. These ones are all pretty solid, but I'll go through them all and do this one at a time. So I've already kind of cleaned this one, so I'll focus on it. So basically you just take a Q-tip, get a little spit or whatever you want to use, and then, I mean, depends on how crazy you want to get. Some people just take a brush but then you get all this crap everywhere. It doesn't disappear. So here's these three. We'll do this live here. All right. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but I'm not getting too crazy. Go around the outsides. I can get it in the frame. All right, that one is really bad, but yeah, you can see it kind of does a pretty good job. Anyway, only about 50 more to go. All right. Ew. So I checked all of them. They all seem to still be in place pretty good. They're all clean on the inside, underside anyway. So next we're gonna do something that's preventative maintenance, especially since we're gonna spend all the time to clear coat this later, which is we're gonna add some more glue, or epoxy, not glue, to the inside of all the inserts. Now, arguably, you probably don't need to do this if you don't want to, but you wouldn't want to have an insert come loose like 2 months after you're done and like ruin your entire clear coat job. So you spend half hour doing this just to prevent that, because you never know. But these inserts are actually all pretty flat too, except for there's 2 pink ones. That one, and there's one, where is it? Right there. They're pretty cupped, but the rest are not bad. So let me find and see if I have enough epoxy to actually do this, and we'll give it a go. All right, first let me preface by saying I didn't make any of this up. If you go on Pinside and look up Vid 2000's Ultimate Guide to Playfield Restoration, this is all on there, a little easier to follow probably. So you go to Harbor Freight or wherever you want and get some of these acid brushes and some of this epoxy here. Probably gonna use most of a bottle of epoxy on the machine, 2/3 of it maybe, and you'll use several of these brushes. So these were new when I opened it. You can see use most of them on this one machine here. I used 3 brushes. You can feel when the bristles start to not bend, you need a new one. So what you do, find something flat, like I got a plastic putty knife here, and you mix, it's equal parts of this, put a line of each, mix it all up, get some on the bottom of your brush there, and assuming the inserts aren't popped out, right, this is just for ones that are seated good, you just get a little on your brush and go around the lip on the bottom, and you try not to do what I did on this, where is it, this one here. You can see how there's stuff on the lens. If the lens is clear, you'll be able to see that. Opaque ones aren't as bad, but you can kind of still see a shadow. So try and just get around the lip. So there's no good way to do that, to light this. Just get around the lip to give it a little more seal, because once you clear coat it, it's gonna tighten in weird ways, and you don't want one to pop out. So I've already done the entire playfield. It took, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, whatever. Doesn't take long, and is a good preventative maintenance step. Just be really careful on the clear ones, and even these ones, not to get it on the damn lines. I'm still figuring that out, especially because these freaking brushes lose a bristle. You can see that 1 or 2 sticking out the end, and then it'll get freaking glue everywhere. All right, so we're gonna flip this over and start cleaning. Oh, and just be aware, you're gonna get it all over everything. So yeah, that's fun. All right, one thing that Vid kind of doesn't do that I do, which better or worse, is to tape up all the holes under the playfield. And it's here nor there. I just don't like getting clear coat through onto all the mechs on the bottom, so you gotta do something, but I just found this is the easiest way to not get stuff everywhere. All right, I wanna make it clear at this point, you're going beyond like the point of no return here with permanently damaging your playfield if you're following along, if you don't finish the steps, right? So you'll see a lot of people on the interwebs take the alcohol and magic eraser to a playfield and then just wax it. So the alcohol is a solvent to the existing clear coat, and you are stripping that off. All the dirt and ball swirls and all that are in the clear coat, and when you take that off, your ball is riding on the paint. Your wax isn't gonna protect it from shit. So it'll look good and it'll look great for you know, a month, a year, depending on how long you play it, 5 years, or how often you play it. But eventually, the ball swirls that were going into the clear coat are going to go into the paint. And then you won't be able to do that again without completely just destroying all the paint. So if your goal is to just flip it and sell it, that's fine. But it didn't last 50 years with ball swirls not in the paint by someone taking out the clear coat every 5 years. So once you clean it like this, you have to put something back. Be that what I'm gonna do, what everyone else is gonna do, whatever, you gotta put something on there. So with that said, here we go. All right, the first step here, we're gonna take naphtha and like a shop towel and clean it really good and get all the dirt, because we don't want to be grinding the dirt into it while we're trying to clean it. So let me do that and we'll see what it looks like after it's just clean. All right, cleaning with naphtha, round 1, round 2, round 3. We're getting it, people, here. So, got all the dirt off it, but didn't really brighten it up very much. So we'll see how this next step goes with alcohol and magic eraser. Looks a lot better though. Okay, can you tell where I've done? Because if not, I'm wasting my time. So this is like by far the worst playfield I have ever done, in that it takes, I've used 2 full magic eraser squares and my hands hurt so bad from scrubbing, and it's just not happening. The ball swirls are all the way down into the paint, and something about the clear coat used on this, it's very difficult to remove. But that said, you can't get too crazy because you'll be scrubbing. Oops, sorry. And that'll happen. Just, where is it? Good, looks a little better, and then there's fucking no paint. I mean, the same thing happened here. Good. Oh crap, where'd the paint go? So we'll have to fix all that. But, I mean, it looks a lot better, looks cleaner. We'll see how it looks once the other side's done, but I gotta quit. My hands are killing me. I'll be able to type tomorrow at work. So let me know what you think. Coming along, we'll get her done here sooner or later. All right, well, I appreciate you watching. Keep it real, and we will see you next time. Later. Hey friends, right out here, we're gonna start working on this countdown machine right here again. It is 8:44 a.m. on February 10th, 2024. Yeah, I had stuff I was supposed to do today, but it said it was a 90% chance of rain, and it like forgot to rain. So here we are. I guess we're gonna do this instead. Kind of sucks, but I mean, I should get a job as a weatherman so I could just make up shit and not have to worry about being right all the time. So we're gonna continue by cleaning. Let me show you. All right, so if you remember from last time, we cleaned half the playfield, so we still gotta do this half. This one is particularly gnarly. I mean, you can kind of tell where I did, but I mean, like the difference between this and this. But this one's pretty far gone. And actually, I've been searching for like a new one, if I'm being honest. Or a hard top or something, and there's none. Which is weird, because this is a really, really popular game. But it turns out Fantastic Pinball up there in Canada is just started making one. So we'll see. So I think what I'm going to do is continue messing with this one, more or less just to practice and see how good I can make it. And if I screw it up, we'll get a new one, I guess. But I kind of already did screw it up in a couple places. You can see here and up there. So anyway, I've been rambling. Let's shut up and we'll start cleaning and we'll come back and see how this looks. See how the pretty lady here. See if she shines up a little bit. So again, we're going to use alcohol, but you can get the 90% stuff from Walmart and it works just as good. And some magic eraser. So let's do this. Well, can you tell where I've done? It's still dirty. I need to get some naphtha and clean it, but you can see the colors popping through and it doesn't look so terrible. But all these little doinks and chips here are where the ball has gone all the way to the wood. Like you can see subtle difference here. But all these little divots are ball swirls that have carved a complete chunk of the paint out, and you just go even like this and it just goes. So it's unfortunate, but we'll finish this area, clean it with some naphtha, and then we'll spot touch places that we've missed. Like, I don't know if I can find a good example in here. Probably do that a little better. So it's hurting my fingers. This alcohol just gets in every little nook and cranny. All right, let's keep going. All right. The rest of her cleaned off. She's got some weird tan lines, but I don't know if you can see it. Whoa. Yeah, you can't really see it in the camera. But the ball swirls are all the way down into the wood. Like, I could see it really good when I was playing with naphtha. Like right here. Right at the top of that switch there. You can see. Sorry, I can get it. So there's no real way to get that out without taking all the paint off, which is unfortunate. Because, like I say, you take your magic eraser, you go wipe, looks good, wipe, better, better, better. Oh shit, you're down into the wood. It's literally one swipe too many and you're just done. This is because I was doing this part and didn't realize I had my hand over it. But regardless, it is kind of what it is. So this clear coat just did not want to come off. I cleaned it like 3 or 4 times and I still see wisps of stuff. But you know, if you wipe it with naphtha, it'll give you a pretty good idea of how shiny it's gonna look when it's done. So it's not like terrible, but I don't know. I gotta think about what I want to do next. So there's some down here still, because you know it dissolves it and it just leaves clumps of clear coat everywhere. If you don't wipe them off immediately, it like bonds back to the damn Playfield. You scrub it off. But here's a pretty good spot. Let's see. how pitted it is into the wood right there. That's how the whole playfield is. So like I say, you can't take all the bad off because it takes the good out too. So, anywho, let me think on a while and we'll see what we come back with next. All right, so I think rather than belabor the point, we're gonna leave this one here for a bit and think about it. As I said, Fantastic Pinball is just started making a new playfield for this. So my concern is I'll put in all the work to try and fix it and it'll still look like crap because, you know, I'm not the best artist. I could fill in all the black key lines and repaint stuff, but I don't know. I'll think about it. So rather than leave you a big gap, I'm gonna end the video here and we'll pick up next time and see where we go, which I haven't been posting these as I've been doing them. I've been kind of saving them till I get done with this one and then we'll start posting them. So you shouldn't have to wait long. There we go. But let me know what you think. What would you do? It's a different context when someone's making a new one. If there was no option, I would probably make it look the best it can, code it, and just play it. And I might still do that. I'm just, all these little nits, pickies, and all the different colors. I mean, honestly, there's not a lot of colors. It may be easier than I'm making it out in my head. I just need to stew on it a little bit and think. Because I don't want to go through all that work and it still look like crap. So, but it's so intricate here with all this stuff and all this. I mean, I could repaint in the black and everything, but painting this color and getting it to match would kind of be tedious and difficult. And here with all the spikes, there's red, yellow, and white in there, and blue. Well, maybe there's no blue, maybe a little here. But repainting that, repainting his face wouldn't be too bad. You could trace around it with Frisket and spray it, but again, all that lashes and everything, you'd lose a lot of that detail. I mean, this wouldn't be terrible to try and fix. This obviously is one color, but there's little chunks missing everywhere. And then this black here, I don't know. Again, like I say, if there's an option, it's a good playfield. If they could just plane it off and reprint it, it'd be great. But I don't know. Like I say, we'll give it a few more weeks and see where Fantastic goes with this thing. If he actually does end up reproducing them, it might, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, again, let me know what you think. Keep it real, and we'll see you next time, and we'll see what answer we come up with. Later.